to merely complete the board membership, but could add value to decision making during board meetings. Priority, we rank it low. Impact, the dictates of the Act has been violated. The board may lose vital contribution, information during its decision making towards good governance for the agency.
Despite the adoption of the document by lawmakers, subject matter specialist T.S. Njai recommends for the purpose of PACAMPEC that any year's subsequent annual activity reports should showcase impact assessment. The assessment, Mr. Njai went on, will serve as a yardstick to help NEA officials ascertain reasons behind their progress, such as the decline in drug seizure in the country during the year under review and damage to economy caused by drug-related crimes. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Operatives of the Gambia Immigration Department are holding up to 79 children between the ages of 11 and 22 after they raided a derelict building in the heart of the capital city where the children were living under very appalling conditions. The children, as we hear in this report by Momodo Jallo, are believed to be victims of child labor and exploitation.
Officers of the Gambia Immigration Department on routine patrol in the city of Banjul stumbled on a rather unusual scenario in the early hours of Tuesday morning. On the top floor of this derelict story building, officers found 79 children, all from the Senegalese village of Njamakuta, sleeping in very crowded and unhealthy conditions, 77 of them under 17 years old.
Children, they have right to live in the society in a conducive environment. But if you look at this place, it's so nasty. You can see a lot of scent, which you know that is not hygienic at all, to see a human being living in this type of situation. But actually, our officers, yesterday, early hours of morning at 5 a.m., they were on the normal patrol to make sure that the security on the side of immigration to be safeguarded in Banjul. And then they decided to show these people in this condition. They decided to arrest all of them, and then presently, they are last wharf for the further investigations.
According to the immigration spokesman, some of the boys managed to escape during the pre-dawn raid, but the rest were rounded up and are currently under custody. Just opposite the story building, more children were discovered lying in the open in another compound. The children would spread used curtains as sponges and hang bed nets on laundry ropes to pass the night after a long day washing dishes or doing some petty trading in return for a few dollars.
Does the mosquito net you need? The mosquito nets.
Most of them were employed by these women selling food and fish at the market. According to PRO Jawara, the employers could be charged for concealment and exploitation.
The employers are going to face penalty of the law because, yes, some of them are identified already, and definitely they are with our people for further investigation.
The employers, however, appeared defensive and claimed that the children worked for them and were well paid. This woman sells food at a restaurant at the Banjul market. She insisted that the boy she employed was properly fed and paid. I paid him $30 and gave him breakfast and lunch. That's all I can do for him, she said. Another of the women said it was out of pity for the young boy that she employed him to help smoke fish at the market. I paid him $25 daily and fed him well, she also said. I would have taken him in if I knew he was homeless, but I didn't know honestly, she concluded, looking rather uncertain. Meanwhile, the boys will remain under immigration custody to be screened and later handed over to the Department of Social Welfare, which has already finished preparations to shelter them before reuniting them with their families.
We will continue with the documentation with the Social Welfare Department and our Child Welfare Unit. After the process being accomplished, then they will be integrated with their families.
That means you will transport them to their place, to Senegal, you mean?
Yes, we'll do that. Yes, there are people, international bodies also, who normally come to our aid with regards to those movements. Yes, and our department, our ministry also, under the interior also, will also facilitate their movement so that they can integrate with their families back home.
All these efforts, says the PRO, are geared towards eradicating child exploitation and promoting their rights, and is calling on the general public to cooperate with the authorities to help protect children. Momodo Jallo, GRTS News.
In his bid to better acquaint himself with conditions at the country's health facilities, the Minister of Health and Social Welfare and National Assembly Matters, Balagaba Jahumpa, accompanied by top health ministry officials, toured health centers and related facilities in the Upper River region. Abubakar Kamara went along, and this is his report.
He continued his tour to 12 health facilities within Basse region, significantly substantiated by their distance and much desired road network. He began at Gambisara and was accorded with the usual welcome before proceeding to Numuel and Dembakunda, where his rousing welcome was punctuated with a spectacular fanfare, for his actions have traveled far and wide, overshadowing his looks. He entered Basse late into the night with a formidable steam, visiting facilities of the hospital, when visiting rules were said to be flouted but necessary for the man newly entrusted with their welfare and responsibility. This goes without unnoticed as he returns gratitude to President Jammeh for an additional cabinet portfolio conferred on him whilst making his tireless visits at the hinterland.
On behalf of the Gambian people, to extend our thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya Abdul Aziz James Junkung Jammeh, for the additional portfolio being responsible for National Assembly affairs. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Gambian people and in collaboration and solidarity with the honorable members of the National Assembly, we will deliver legislatively and we will represent the Gambian people.
It was the same scenario as he continued day 2 within Basse region, touching both Woolies, going far east and wide west, before retiring late into the night, visiting Koina and Fatoto. He has earlier visited SOS Children's Village in Basse, where 110 vulnerable children are accommodated in 12 family settings. His talk continues in the Lower River region. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
Well, we'll be back with news from outside the Gambia right after this break.
The NAWEC Staff Association, under the Chief Guest of Honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya AJJ Jammeh, is staging its 3rd annual gala dinner and dance in association with the international superstar Asanjai of Senegal, Jaliba Kuyate and Abu and Fafa. This program is in support of His Excellency's drive to turn the Gambia into a city-state by providing all basic and essential services such as electricity and water to the Gambian population, irrespective of where they live. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at the Senegambia Beach Hotel. Tables are as follows: Platinum $60,000, Diamond $50,000, Gold $40,000, and Silver $35,000. Each table comes with 10 gala dinner tickets and cash power raffle tickets. Individual tickets $1,500. January 25th, that is the dance at the Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchami Hall. The tickets are as follows: VIP $600, Ordinary $400. Chief Guest of Honor for the night: Modu Turo Dabo, Aja Chan Khan, and Fatu Toure. And at Brikama Joko, which is January 27th, the tickets are $200 flat. Chief Guest of Honor: Lamin Sane, Governor of West Coast Region, Aja Fatu Sow, Farato Alcalo, and Amidou Ja Oil. For reservations, please call 366-4096, 997-3500, 384-6607, 980-2992.
And to news elsewhere, leaders of the M23 rebels in DR Congo have announced a unilateral ceasefire. The announcement was made by the executive secretary of the group, Francois Rokokoza, at a press conference in Kampala. And the United Nations has sounded the alarm about the worsening humanitarian crisis in Sudan's South Kordofan region. Reports say at least 900,000 people are at risk of starvation. We have details in this report.
M23 rebels in the North Kivu region of DR Congo have declared a unilateral ceasefire. Their chief, Francois Rukugoza, made the announcement at a press conference in Kampala, Uganda. In addition to pulling out of the city of Goma, he said it was proof of the good faith of the rebel movement. One more time, our movement is showing its determination to move toward